liquid filled to at least this line, maybe a little higher. Take the last couple of this big spoon. Liquid should cover the fruit, and you should have about ½ inch of head space. ½ inch of head space comes in between these two rings. Like about there. Headspace is no great emergency, so if it's not perfect, no one will die. Let's break the top off, make sure we get all the syrup off the top so we get a good seal. You want to check before you get to this point to make sure there's no nicks, cracks on the top of the ring. This is especially important if you've got old jars, because that will keep from sealing. Lids have been kept warm. The rings have been kept warm. Here's another handy dandy tool from our friends at Ball. There's a magnet on the end of this thing. Tighten all the rings. It's not necessary to use brand new rings, even though they're prettier, unless they're rusty. It is necessary to use brand new seals every time. A good seal doesn't have any dents or bumps in it. If it's been used already, there will be a dent where the jar used to be, and it won't make a good seal the second time. You'll wind up with bad fruit. Back in the hot water bath it goes. Again, I don't have enough to fill the whole canner without having everything bump into itself. So I'm going to add another jar. This is the fun part. I think I have to add yet another jar. It's really nice with daisies. A lot of lots in it. It looks really handy as a spacer. The reason you put a spacer in there is to keep the jars from banging into each other while they cook. I'll bring it to a boil. Put a lid on it. Now you can see the water starting to boil. Put the lid on it. Put the timer on for 40 minutes. And wait. At your altitude, you probably won't have to cook it more than 25 minutes. At our altitude, 7,000 feet, we have to cook it for 40. That's the boiling water bath. Okay, our 40 minutes is up. Our jars have been frosted. Take these out. Beautiful. Now, they are done, but they are not ready. As they cool, the air pressure on the inside will change, and you'll start hearing a little noisy sound as the air pressure from the heat changes. It sucks the lid in and seals it down tight. You will know when you've got a good seal if you touch it and it doesn't make that sound.